What's up? 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 What is up? How y'all doing? Hey, it is Friday, and I am so happy to be here with y'all today. Y'all, you already know what it is. We are here to talk about all the news from the week. I cannot wait. There's been so much drama and just ridiculousness. And of course, we are going to get into all of that. Let's see. I got a couple of housekeeping things. So, first and foremost, for some of y'all that are that are interested, if you missed out on our last watch party that we did for Doctor Strange 2, a lot of people have been asking, like, yo, when are you gonna do the next one? The next one? Okay, it's happening. The next watch party is gonna be for Thor Love and Thunder. We're going to do that on July 7th. That is a Thursday. It is July 7th, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to be doing another Thor watch party. And I will have a Google form for everyone to fill out. I haven't finished it yet, so I want you guys to, make sure you're keeping track. I will post it on the YouTube channel. So while you browse in YouTube, you will find the link for that. And if you are interested in it, you can also contact me on my Facebook fan page, not my personal page, but my Facebook fan page. Go ahead and shoot me a DM on there. I will send you the link as well. And I will continue to post the link in future episodes and stuff like that. Now, what I'm going to do here for this watch party is be a little different. Now, usually with these watch parties, I would have first and foremost my family and friends. But a lot of my family and friends came to the last one. They've been to a bunch of them, and they'll be at this one too. But I wanted to give people that missed out a chance to come out to this. Now, seating is very limited. I mean, for real, it's limited. I think there's only 155 seats, and that includes the first front row. But I did want to give the YouTube fam at least a first crack at it. So this is not something for you to be thinking to hit me up on July 6th and say, hey, can I show up? No, you can't. These seats go very fast. I'm going to need you to fill out the Google form. And yes, there is payment for it as well. I think the payment's like just $10 for a ticket for adults and $5 if you're bringing kids under 13. I do give you free popcorn. Right along, you get your own assigned seat. And then, if I'm able to, I try and throw in a couple extra little goodies in there. And then we just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We sit there, we chit chat, we talk about the movie, etc. So it's always a good time at these watch parties. And I definitely hope to see some of you there. So be on the lookout. I will post the link on how you can attend. And if you want, you can hit me up, facebook.com/Emans Reviews, and you can just go straight to my fan page, DM me, and then I'll send you the link there as well. What else do we have? So coming up on the it's not time yet, but this Sunday, just want to give a special shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, happy early Father's Day to y'all. A lot of times we don't really get as much recognition, and that's okay. The moms, they do their thing, but you know what? Dads are just as important as well. So shout out to all the dads out there for an early Father's Day. I hope you get to relax, barbecue, do whatever you got to do, and enjoy yourself. And then also, I'd also like to say, happy early Juneteenth. That is going to be coming up on Monday. But I do want to give a little background information for some people that are not really familiar as to why. Basically, we had a little civil war go on in the U.S., and because of this civil war that was due to slavery, the South Confederate States decided to create their own union. They wanted to create their own independence outside of the United States of America because they wanted to keep slavery going. It's in their constitution. So let's miss me with all that. Well, it was about states' rights. Yeah, states' rights to do what? Keep slavery going. The whole point of Juneteenth is while the Emancipation Proclamation by Abraham Lincoln was delivered, that didn't free all slaves. And when I talk about slavery, I'm talking about chattel slavery. I'm not just talking about people that were slaves in name. I'm talking about the actual chattel slavery in bondage, all of the nasty stuff. After Abraham Lincoln issued that out, all the slaves were not free because Abraham Lincoln did not have jurisdiction in the Confederacy. So what Juneteenth represents, at least for Texas, it was the last. It was when the slaves in Texas finally got word that they were free, and that's what Juneteenth is. But let me also throw this in there because, unfortunately, American history is not always the most accurate. But hey, at least this is something. Slaves were not technically free across the U.S. until December 6th. That was when Georgia finally ratified the 13th Amendment, which technically freed everyone from chattel slavery. Not all oppression, but just chattel slavery. Keep in mind, we still needed rights with the Civil Rights Bill in 1964, okay, for Black people. So just want to make that clear. Juneteenth is not an official celebration for all slavery in America. That really happened in Georgia when the 13th Amendment was finally ratified by Georgia in December 6th, 1865. So there's your little history lesson for that. Just wanted to let y'all know because I know a lot of people kind of miss it. You get caught up in the little Hallmark cards and you don't really know the real history. But anyway, we do want to kind of make sure we recognize all that because, hey, as the shirt says, it's the freedom for me. Yes, Walmart, we are going to recapture this and we're going to own it. I told you I was going to make a shirt, and yes, I made it, and we going to rock it, and that's how we going to get down. But hey, let us get to who has been able to make it here tonight. We're going to do a quick round of shout outs, then we're going to get started with the comments. And then we'll get into the topic. So let's see who's here. Let's see. Donna. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Thank you so much for making it out. Shaul, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Latrice, I see you. Thank you so much for making it out. Shauna, hello. Joy, how are you doing? Another vet, that right there. Let's see. Kimmy J, hello. Happy Friday to you as well. Who else? Team Tech Boy, what is up? How you doing? Thank you so much for making it out. Come on now, Ms. Harper. Always a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much. Take your time. If you hear, that's great. If you gotta catch it later, that's all good too. We know you work hard, man. We know you work hard. Thank you so much for making it out. Let's see. Cynthia Charles. Hello, ma'am. Thank you so much for making it out. Always a pleasure. Let's see. Pierre. Oh my God. Hey, thank you so much, Pierre. So happy that you're able to make a live. And shout out to the replay gang as well. Thank you so much for making it. Rebecca, hello. Thank you so much for making it out. Appreciate you. Come on now, we got the general in the house. Let's go, my man Marv. What's going on, brother? Listen, I've been telling y'all, Marv been here since we had like 135 subscribers. Like, my man Marv has been here from the beginning, when it was ugly in these streets. So I always appreciate this long time vet right here. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Come on, vet. Let's go. SJ Evans in the building. Good to see you. Thank you, ma'am, for making it out. Davion, what is up? Thank you so much. Don't matter if you made it. Listen, I'm just glad that you're here. That's all that matters. Whether you're here on replay gang or you're here live, I'm happy that you're here one way or another. Always a pleasure to see you. God aloha. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Thank you so much. Shout out to you and GD Hughes as well. Hopefully, I don't know if he's joining us with us, but if he isn't, shout out to him. Let's see. Johnny Washington, what's going on, sir? What's up? Thank you so much. Come on now. We got more Mind Squad in the building. Top vet, Kristen Pratt's here, y'all. Thank you so much for making it out. No runny eggs. Okay. Thank you so much. What's going on, bro? Thank you so much for making it out. My man Tane is here. Damn, I forgot to get the crab legs. Oh, you hit me up and you reminded me to get the listen. Jewel, well, I don't know. A lot of y'all might not have Jewel around you. There's a grocery store that's right down the block from me, and they will go from having crab legs from like $9.99 a pound to just like $26 for like 3 pounds, something crazy. I'm finna go get it, sir. I'm sorry. I need to go get them crab legs. I love me some seafood. So yes, I'm about to go get my Jameis Winston on and get me some crab legs. Yes, thank you, sir, for that reminder. I appreciate you. Let's see. Who else is here? Talented One, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you so much for making it out. Chris, I see you as well. What's up? What's up? Treble Clef, hi, hello, hello. My man Nelson V is here. Hello, Rebecca, how are you? Come on now. It's Rim 17. Y'all make sure y'all go get them likes up. My squad, top vet in the building. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you for all the hard work that you and the Mod Squad do. Let's see. Gray, what's going on, bro? Good to see you. Bucko, what's up, buddy? Let's see. IMAX, hello, hello. What's up? What's up? Tyra, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much, man, for making it out. My man, Kev, what's up? What's up? Let's see. Aleve, hello, ma'am. How are you? Good to see you as always. Who else we got? My man Angel, hello, sir. What is up? What is up? Oh yes, Eaton's in the building. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Puma Lee is here. What's up, sir? Support Gaming, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. Let's see. Nary's, hello, hello. Thank you so much. Alex, hello. V, what's up? Batman, what's up? Batman Jr. D Steels, what's up? How are you? Good to see you. Chill Spot, good to see you again. Thank you for making it out. Let's see who else. Getting close. Tiger Fist, what's up? William, I see you. Let's see. Just My Opinion Reviews is here. What's going on, brother? Good to see you. Let's see. Ayanji, hello, hello. I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for making it out. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Okay, and shout out to everybody that has made it out today. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for joining and getting this live on and popping. Let's see. Oh my God. Hold on, Jerry. Thank you so much. My goodness, for that wonderful way to kick it off. Wow. Okay, thank you so much for that, Jerry. That's a wonderful contribution to keep the channel going. I appreciate you so much. Let's see, nothing to add. Just a happy Father's Day weekend and Juneteenth. Thank you, E. No, thank you, Jerry. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel as graciously as you just did. Appreciate you. For real, for real. Let's see, what else do we have? I saw somebody else here. Hold on, let me get to there we go. The homie Natalie is here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. The baby girl gave some hot. Listen, it's so hot. I had to get some water here. Appreciate that. Thank you for the assist. Let's see. Natalie says, preach, E-Man, and a reminder that the Migos have been together longer than the Confederacy lasted. Listen, Confederacy are a bunch of losers. They're losers. I don't care if that's your family heritage or not. They're losers. Get over it. I'm never, ever going to support racists. I don't care. They some losers. But yes, Migos have been together longer than that. Hey, listen, grand opening, grand closing. So well, it is what it is. But thank you so much for that, Natalie. I appreciate you. And thank you for supporting the channel. Puma Lee, thank you so much. First, thank you for teaching them history. Freaky Fridays, and it's so hot. Love to the fam. Recast T'Challa, and people, please hit the likes. Nice interview with Ms. Marvel director. She spoke her truth. Thank you so much. And yes, that was a wonderful interview that I definitely had a very fun time having with Ms. Mira Menon, the Ms. Marvel director, and she has some interesting comments for the people that were, let's just say, annoyed with the influx of female representation in the MCU. She had some interesting words. So if you're interested, if you have not seen that interview, please go on to my channel, check it out. I think it's a pretty enjoyable one to watch. So please go ahead and do that. Hold on now. We got another contribution here. Hold on, let me get, because I want to give y'all the proper credit. Hold on. I got one from Davion. Davion, thank you so much for that. Davion says happy Father's Day and recast T'Challa. Appreciate that so much. Patrice Miller, thank you so much for the $20 cash app. My goodness, let me send some love right back. Thank you so much for that. You also said happy Father's Day weekend and recast T'Challa. Love the support. Thank you so much for that. Let me also, because I missed somebody from last week, Angela Saunders, thank you so much. I know you've been a long time supporter of the channel. You've been on the replay gang as well, leaving your comments and thoughts. I just want to say thank you so much, especially for the $5 Cash App. That was really, really generous of you. Terrence Francis, I want to say thank you to you as well, because you're always on the Cash App with the $5. I'm sorry, $10 Cash App. So I definitely want to make sure that I show y'all some love and appreciation for that. And Hester, thank you so much for the $50. My goodness. You said because I appreciate what you do and your voice. That is beyond generous. Thank you so much, Hester, for that contribution. And thank you to anybody else if I missed anyone in those shout outs. I really do want to say that I appreciate everything from all of y'all, for real, for real. Hold on now. Hold on. We got some beauty. We got something special done hit the chat. That's right. That's Mrs. E-Man right there. Woo-wee. Let me tell y'all something. Mrs. E-Man done went and got her hair did again. And before I get into this, let me tell you something. She don't have to give me none for Father's Day, because she is my Father's Day gift. Okay. She has this unique ability to transform herself every couple of months. Like every other, listen, I have no need to cheat. I have no need to lust. I have no need to look elsewhere, because I get a different wife like every couple of months. I'm like, ooh, who we getting today? Ooh, we got the short hair. Ooh, we got the long hair. Ooh, we got this. We got that. We got the blonde. We got the black. We got the brown. Listen, I'm a very happy man. I love it. I love it. So I just wanted to say special shout out to the missus there for looking all good today. And I really hope she don't bother me. I ain't even start this stream yet. She need not bother me. We're not gonna end this stream again. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. Anyway, let us get on with today's topics. What do we have here? I always love to see when the booger sugar can laugh. That's always a positive thing. I just want to let y'all know that. But all right, let's go on to the very first topic of tonight. We've talked about this with Justin Lin. If you recall, Justin Lin was recently held hostage by Vin Diesel on the Fast X project. I think out of the many hostages, he is one of the few people that have actually escaped. Now, he didn't escape for real, but he escaped enough where he is no longer doing Fast X, but now he is the producer of Fast X. So he's like, yo, I'm just going to take a back seat. He gave up $10 to $20 million because for whatever reason, he wasn't feeling the family like that. So he stopped being the director, but he did sign on to be a director for something else, which is interesting, right? Listen, all I'm saying is I think it's very interesting that my man would stop being a director, be a producer, and you would think the politically correct thing is, I'm too busy, I can't do it. Nah, he just don't want to direct that movie. He want to direct something else. And he is directing something else. And what he is going to be directing is Sony Pictures just tapped Justin Lin to direct a One Punch Man adaptation of the manga classic. So for any of my manga anime fans out there, One Punch Man is getting an adaptation, and Justin Lin is going to direct it. I'm wondering, is this going to be live action? Let's see. I don't know if it said if it was live action or if it was going to be animated. But one way or another, he is going to be doing this. And I have to say, I'm a little worried. I like Justin Lin, like as a director. I like him as a director. He be having a couple misses, but I like him overall. But the reason why I am suspicious right now is because when it comes to mangas or Japan animation shows and stuff, the live adaptations don't be hitting that good. They just don't be all that good. I mean, listen, we all still trying to forget Dragon Ball. What was that? Evolution, whatever. See, I already forgot it. The Dragon Ball movie that they tried to do, trash. Okay, that was bad. Bad. What else? The Netflix, what was it? Death Note. If that wasn't a straight up just insult to one of the top 5 best animes ever produced, Death Note. If you are one of those people that are like, I don't know if anime is for me. I don't know if like what should I watch to kick off anime just to see if it's for me? You go watch the animated Death Note, because the animated Death Note is one of the best scripted, best writing things of all time, in my opinion. But the trash that they did on Netflix, blasphemy. Just straight up blasphemy. There's no reason why that should have been so bad. And they got the nerve to make a sequel out of that. Anyway, whatever. So I'm worried that this live action One Punch Man might follow suit. Now, if you're unfamiliar with One Punch Man, it's very simple. One Punch Man is basically a comic, a story about this one guy named Saitama. He lives in a world where people are heroes. People have powers, right? And the thing is, he has this unique ability where he's just stupidly strong. He's so strong. Well, his name is One Punch Man. He defeats all his enemies with one punch. He don't do nothing. And he's bored. He's so bored. He just be like, man, whatever. Boom, done. Like, man, all right, whatever. Pow, explodes. Like, he's that stupidly strong. And it's funny because if you haven't watched if you haven't read the manga, or if you haven't watched the anime, it is a parody. So it's not meant to be taken seriously. It's actually a comedy. It's a parody on other animes and other mangas, making fun of all that stuff. So, he's supposed to be overly powered. He's supposed to be ridiculously strong where it just don't make sense. And it's hilarious. It is hilarious. So I would definitely recommend watching One Punch Man if you have not already. If you're familiar with anime, it's even more funny because you'll understand how it's making fun of the genre in that way. But absolutely, definitely something you should check out. And hopefully they capture that same magic in the live action. I don't know how. I don't know if they will, but we'll have to wait and see. So you tell me, how are you feeling about a One Punch Man adaptation happening? And how do you feel about Justin Lin taking over the reins of that? So please let me know in the comments down below. Let's see. Thank you so much for some of those comments. Who we got? B. What up, B? Yo, E-Man, when the Ezra Miller news broke, you was the first person I thought of. Get away from me. Winking. Yo, I don't need no winks, ma'am. Get away. Sheesh. I finish the comment first. I'll be sitting there trying to work, be professional. And she over here winking. Get away from me. Anywho, sorry about that. B, back at it. Okay, let me back. Yo, E-Man, when the Ezra Miller news broke, you was the first person I thought of. I was dying laughing. I know kidnapping is not a laughing matter, but damn. B, let me tell you something, brother. Man, listen, I it's crazy to me that this is still news. It's crazy to me that it's still new. We're gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it because the nature of what's happening is not funny, right? But it's so crazy that you would think the level of drama was something straight out of TV, because it's like, how is this still happening? But anyway, we will talk about that very soon. Thank you so much for that, B. I appreciate you for the support. Let's see. Oh my God, come on, Black Widow, Diane with the support. Come through. Thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate you, ma'am. Happy Father's Day, E-Man, and all the fathers in the chat. Can we talk about the boys? Hell yeah, we're gonna talk about the boys. Hold on. It's still hot out here. Like, I don't know about y'all. It's still hot. Let me crank up the no, first of all, for a comment like that, for support like that, hell yeah, we're gonna talk about the boys. You ain't gonna support the channel like that and we don't talk about the boys. Now I have to be careful because I actually saw some of the advanced episodes, so I don't want to speak to specifics, and I definitely don't want to talk too many spoilers, because I might accidentally spoil stuff because I binged it and it's hard for me to know what happened in episode 5 versus like 6 or 7 or 8, so I'm gonna be respectful for the spoilers. What I will say is Homelander is nuts. I love it. I love Jensen Ackles' introduction as Soldier Boy. He's perfect for the role. He is exactly what Captain America should have been. Okay. I will say that without giving it away, if you liked episode 5, episode 6 is going to blow you away. I was watching episode 6 and it was like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, yo, ah! Like I was freaking out because they turned it up a whole notch. So get ready for some nonsense in a good way in episode 6. But let me tell you, The Boys in general is one of the best things on television right now. I mean, like, seriously, they are kicking everyone's butt in terms of comedy, action, and I would say good storytelling, because the way that they end off every episode, you sitting there like, damn, I need some more. I ain't no way I want more. And I would say this, The Boys is a perfect example, in my opinion, of what Netflix should be doing. You got a great show. The way that it's scripted, it is giving you excellent cliffhangers. You've got so much meaty content in between the episodes, nice long 45-minute episodes, that the week to week to week is actually a good thing. It's fine. We get to digest it. We get to break it down. We get to talk about it. And I'm not just talking about it as a critic. I'm just talking about it even as fans. We get to talk about it. And everybody can take their time and get on the same page. If you didn't watch it one day, you can catch up the next day, but at least it's not like you got to hurry up and watch the whole thing and people, spoil something from episode 8 and now you are still on episode 5 and it's ruined for it. You ain't got to deal with that. Everybody on the same page right now. And I'm telling you, this show is golden. Oh my gosh, it is so freaking good. So I'm going to hurry up and watch the last episode because I want to rate the entire season. But I will say, for me right now, and I've only got up to episode 7 of 8. If I have to give a rating for The Boys right now, it's at a 9.5. Like, and I'm only not putting it at a 10 because maybe there's something else that I missed. But this show is phenomenal. I absolutely love it. If you are somebody that is used to the comic genre, you've seen all the Marvel, DC stuff, and you want to change your pace, you go check out The Boys. The Boys are doing it right. The Boys are doing it right. Anywho, thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate that so much. Oh my gosh, this is I love this show. I love this show. But thank you, Diane, for that. Appreciate you so much for that. Puma Lee, thank you so much. What about Tekken or anything else? So Tekken, they do have, I don't know about the live action stuff if that got adapted, but Netflix does have a series coming out for Tekken. It is going to be animated, so I'm ready for that. I have a lot of confidence in. I'm ready for that. So that's the only thing I could think of right now, though. But thank you so much for that. Let's see, Christopher, what you got? Don't forget, E-Man, back in the day, they did have a live action Fist of the North Star, and it was gutter trash. Jesus. I don't even think I saw that one. I do remember watching, what was it, like the 1970s or something like that, or 80s. I did watch the original Fist of the North Star anime, and to be honest, like, for something that old, it was dope. I mean, that was the real One Punch Man. Okay, my man would sit here and hit you, and people be like, what is that? What a weak punch. And then all of a sudden their head blow up because he was that strong and that fast. And it was nuts. He'd be like, boom, man, what you doing with that weak punch, man? And he just look at him like, you're already dead. What are you talking about? Bah, dead. Great. Classic anime right there. Classic. But yeah, I did not see the live action. And from the sounds of it, I don't think I want to. But thank you for that heads up because I don't think I'm going to be watching that at all. Let's see what you got. Puma, Dr. Stone live adaptation. I hope not, to be honest with you, because I tried watching Dr. Stone, the anime. It put me to sleep. I It just put me to sleep. I'm sorry. It just wasn't enough for me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So to be honest, I'm not looking forward to that if they do live action. But thank you for that. Let's see. Goat Boat. What's up? Ms. Harper, SJ Evans, Rim 17, Alib, hello. All sitting in for your pal Frigga. Oh, okay. Oh, what up for? Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Goat Boat. Thank you so much for that. What else we got? Puma back at it. Damn, I forgot to watch today's boys episode. Great show. Homelander is a true villain. MCU and DC need to learn from it. Yes. I've been saying this for a long time that I think we've gotten very complacent with the villains that DC and Marvel have given us. DC has given us very straightforward villains, like villains like, all right, they're just bad to be bad. Marvel's given us villains that, don't get me wrong, I like the complexity of the villains. Like, hey, you understand what they're coming from. They mean well, but they do things in a bad way, right? Marvel has the whole philosophy of, if you're a villain, the means justify the ends. That's their philosophy with their villains. That's where you get a Killmonger who is dead and should stay dead, but is still a great villain. And you have someone like Thanos, hey, you mean well, but you're doing really crappy things. But here's my thing. I want somebody in between. And Homelander is exactly what that is. I've said for the longest time, Marvel needs to have their own version of King Joffrey. King Joffrey is one of the all-time best villains, in my opinion, from Game of Thrones, because I ain't never met nobody on TV that I wanted to die sooner. I wanted Joffrey to die. I wanted him to suffer. I wanted him to come back to life just to die again. I didn't like that kid. I wanted to punch him in his face. Matter of fact, I didn't like Joffrey so much, I started not liking the real actor. Like every time I saw the real actor's face in an interview that didn't even have nothing to do with Game of Thrones, I was like, somebody punch him. That's how well he played the role, and that's how well the role was made for people to hate it. And I'm like, yo, that's the kind of villain we want. I think we need those kind of villains, people that do crappy things, that get away with it, that can't be stopped. And you just sitting there like, well, somebody choke him. That's what Joffrey is. That's what Homelander is. And I'm telling, wait till y'all get to episode 6. When y'all get to episode 6 and Homelander, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, it's so good. I can't wait till y'all get there. It's phenomenal. The boys is going to crush this. I'm telling you, they crushing TV right now. But yes, true villain, that's the way to do it. I need some more of that. I'm saying that. I need some more of that. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see. Hold on. I got one. Do I have any more? Okay. So, all right. We're going to move on now to the next topic. Now, we know Star Wars has been always about the movies and everything. And one of the next ones that are coming up is going to be from Taika Waititi. That is the same director that has given you Jojo Rabbit, that is giving you Thor Ragnarok, and giving you Thor Love and Thunder. So it's almost like everybody got a movie coming out, right? Kevin Feige's supposed to have one. John Watts is doing a series. And list goes on. But Taika Waititi was commenting on his Star Wars adaptation, on his Star Wars movie, and he said that, I would like to take something new and create some new characters. And this is actually really, really good news. Let's see what he had to say, though. Look, I think for Star Wars universe to expand, it has to expand. I don't think that I am any use in the Star Wars universe making a film where everyone's like, oh, great. Well, that's the blueprints to the Millennium Falcon. Ah, that's Chewbacca's grandmother. That all stands alone. That's great. Though I would like to take something new and create some new characters and just expand the world. Otherwise, it feels like it's a very small story. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. This is exactly what I've been saying for the longest when it comes to Star Wars. Yes, the Skywalkers are great. Okay, we get it. However, y'all keep talking about a big old galaxy and everything happened on Tatooine. Move on. Go somewhere else. And then even if it does go somewhere else, it go right back to the Skywalkers. Please go somewhere else. Please go in the future. Go to another planet. Go to another universe. Do something else. Because at the end of the day, I think that when Star Wars does tap into other things that are not directly related to the Skywalkers, they actually are successful. They actually do well. I mean, what have people been asking for? Knights of the Old Republic, where it was like back thousands of years, when the Jedi were all in control and stuff. Do that, Mandalorian. That's pretty damn popular. It ain't got nothing to do with the Skywalkers, except for a little cameo or whatever. But it's not about the Skywalkers. Rogue one of the best Star Wars movies out there, ain't had nothing to do with the Skywalkers per se. Like Ahsoka, like there's so many things that Star Wars can do that ain't just all Skywalker and Tatooine, that could like actually be a great place to start doing things. And now listen, this is funny too, because as y'all know, I made a video not too long ago about the bigger problem in Star Wars, and I was talking about how Star Wars, because they've been so confined to a certain type of storytelling, it has, in my opinion, created an environment where racist people feel comfortable. Okay. And I actually wrote an article about this, expanding my thoughts on Screen Rant. Shout out to Screen Rant. I didn't even think they was going to green light this and let me write about it. But they actually allowed me to talk about this. And what I talk about here, by the way, great read. Please feel free to go check it out. I talk about the racism that happened with Moses Ingram and everything. And I talked about how the very long history of racism in Star Wars. And here's the thing. When I was doing my research for this, I had no idea it was this deep. I just thought it was Kelly Marie Tran. I thought it was John Boyega. Oh, no. It's been more than that. John Boyega is just probably the most well-known. Here's the other thing. People been sitting here talking about like, well, everybody loved Sam Jackson and Billy D. Williams and James Earl Jones. First of all, social media wasn't a thing back then. You have no idea if they actually had hate mail or racist comments or not. We don't know that. And I would also argue that for those actors back then, a lot of them are old school, from an older generation, people that have seen racism firsthand at a much uglier rate than a couple Twitter fingers. How do you know that maybe they just saw it and ignored it and just never talked about it? Has anyone actually asked Sam Jackson, have you received racist hate mail from Mace Windu? Has anyone asked that to Billy D. Williams? I don't know. And all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that they haven't received it. I'm not saying that they have. All I'm saying is, don't be so comfortable thinking that just because we ain't heard about it, that it didn't happen. And also, even if it didn't happen, that doesn't refute all the racism that the other people have gone through. It doesn't. My man that played Jar Jar Binks, he was thinking about committing suicide, all because of the attack. And this man was in makeup and people was attacking him, a black man, God forbid, playing Jar Jar Binks. There was a whole boycott started because people thought, racists thought that by having a black stormtrooper, it was going to commit white genocide. What in the hell? What does this have to do with Taika Waititi? The reason why I bring it up is because in the article, I also mentioned how there is a new hope, for Star Wars. And part of that new hope is the fact that Taika Waititi is going to be the very first person of color to direct a Star Wars movie. In 40 years, Star Wars, when it comes to the movies I'm talking about now, when it comes to the movies in 40 years, everyone's been white. All the lead actors have been white. The stories have been about those white characters. Every single one. for 40 years. I get it. Hey, 70s, I understand. I get it. 80s, okay. 90s, 2000s, nothing. Y'all couldn't find nobody else. So anyway, the point that I made in the article was like, no wonder white racists feel comfortable in Star Wars and feel triggered whenever a minority is pushed, because they ain't used to that. They're just not used to it, you know. So that's why I say, you look, the bigger problem is with Star Wars. Feel free to give this a good read if you get a chance. But hey, listen, let me know how you feel about Taika Waititi's new Star Wars movie that ain't got nothing to do, thankfully, hopefully, with Skywalkers. He's looking to bring in new characters, new stories, a new place. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments down below. Now, I will say that okay, let me grab these comments first before we transition. Hold on one second. Okay. All right, let me grab this. All right, Nelson V, what you got? Thank you so much, Nelson. I appreciate you. Happy Friday. And what's that? Shirt day? Dress up day? E-Man, do you think Ahsoka will show up in the season finale and partner with Reva, third sister, for revenge on Vader? I do not. I think that it's possible. Anything is possible. But I think that the biggest cameo we are going to get is probably going to be Qui-Gon with Liam Neeson's character. I do think that there was a rumor that it hasn't been substantiated or anything. There was a rumor that Reva was going to get her own series. I think we kind of sort of guessed that already. And I'm happy for it, you know, like, yo, let Sister Moses Ingram secure that bag. Do your thing, girl, you know. But I don't know if Ahsoka will be tied to her per se. But yeah, I don't know. Anything is possible. I mean, look, there are clamorings for a Darth Vader spinoff show. I don't know when that would take place. Maybe she shows up in that, you know. But yeah, the Ahsoka thing, that's going to be a whole different journey, and who knows? They have a lot of room to play with her one way or another and how she appears in the franchise. But hey, look, I always take Ahsoka showing up anywhere, period. Thank you so much, Nelson. Appreciate that. Puma, what you got? So we gonna have a Wakanda in space? Yes, please. Or anything else, a new Jedi type world and more black actors and brown, yellow, red, please. I don't know. Now, as I've said, I'm happy that Taika Waititi is doing something new. It's crazy to me that he is actually the first person of color to actually direct a movie and or write, by the way. I'm not talking about just the direct, even the writers have all been white. But I wonder if he's willing to break the mold and give us the very first lead Star Wars actor that's a person of color. I mean, we ain't even have an Asian person. It ain't just black folks now. I'm just saying, like, a person of color that is the main protagonist of a Star Wars movie. I'm not talking about someone with an important role. I'm not talking about someone that is a supporting character. I'm not even talking about a co-lead that runs around the main lead just screaming their name, talking about Ray, Ray. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, like, yo, your main actor or actress is a person of color, and that they are well written, well developed, pushed, and people just gonna have to deal with it. I want to see that. I don't know if Taika's gonna give us that though. I don't know. I hope so. That'd be great, but I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for that, Puma Lee. Appreciate you. Hold on, I have one more. Black Widow, back at it. Can we get a Star Wars story about the Old Republic and Revan and Darth Bane? Yes, please. I'll take that. Yes, that's what. Listen, this is what I'm talking about. Like, people can give us, Star Wars can give us these things, and it's one of those things where, like, this is why I keep trying to tell people, stop gassing up Star Wars for the wrong stuff. Okay, so for example, when I went to Star Wars Celebration, Kathleen Kennedy got on stage and Ron Howard got on stage, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna be doing this and we're gonna be doing that, and do you guys want this? And everybody started talking about Solo 2, Solo 2. I was like, shut the hell up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Every single one of y'all shut up. Because while y'all sit here talking about we want Solo 2, and you're going to have Kathleen Kennedy gassed up thinking, well, I guess the people want Solo 2. No, the hell we don't. We want Knights of the Old Republic. We want movies about like the Darth Sith, Darth Bane, you know, Revan. We want that stuff. And those same people chanting, they want that too. But you sitting here giving them all this energy, you sending them off. Stop telling them that we want all these stupid movies. Solo 2 is a stupid movie. I don't care. It's a stupid, unnecessary movie that we don't need. If you want to do a Solo series, a Solo Disney Plus series, cool. A movie for Han Solo? No. I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't care. Solo, the best thing that Solo can do is help talk about the underground criminal stuff, and that is better told as a series. Boba Fett did a better job talking about the underground criminal, system or whatever than Solo did. I watched Solo and I still was like, I don't care about none of this. I don't care about the Hutts. I don't care about his little Millennium Run and all. I don't care about none of this. None of it. I just don't, because you cannot compact all that story in one movie and have people just care about it. You got to break that up. You got to give people time to marinate, feel the weight of it. And even Boba Fett, even though Boba Fett kind of fell short, that did a much better job. So if we go and have some time and some energy for a movie, give us that. Give us Darth Bane. Give us some of these characters that we have not seen on the big screen before. Man, y'all better quit gassing them up. Stop it. Stop it. But thank you so much for that, Diane. I appreciate you. My man Buzz is back at it. More third sister, please. Yes. All day. I will definitely take that. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, sir. All right, what else do we have here? So now I was talking about Star Wars. I was talking about the racism that happens in Star Wars. And even in my article, I also went ahead and talked about how, because a lot of y'all been telling me Star Trek has been doing it. Star Trek has been doing it. And you know what? I do give props to Star Trek for bringing in a black captain, a female captain, you know, a black female captain. Like, they've been doing the diversity thing way longer. And yes, they still had some backlash or whatever, but they was like, man, y'all just gonna deal with this. Okay. Y'all gonna take this diversity and hold that. Okay. But hey, look, unfortunately, Star Trek is not an exception to racism, unfortunately. And this just comes to us recently as the Star Trek producer discussed the racist hate mail that was directed towards Michelle Yeoh and Sonequa Martin Green. Let's see, what do they say? Where is it? Let me get the quote for y'all here. Okay, so the producer had this to say. In the premiere of Discovery, we had Michelle Yeoh and Sonequa Martin Green on a planet walking around. The hate mail. There are no black people or Asian people in space. Yeah, the producer says this. Yeah, I know. It's tricky. There's the blue guy over there and the tentacle guy over there. But Michelle Yeoh, what in the hell is she doing there? And she laughs. I am so sick of racists. Like, when I tell you, people are nuts. People are stupid. People are nuts. And this is the thing. Racism is something that is learned. It is learned. It is not something that you just kind of sort of are born into and you die off or whatever. It's stupid. Like, if there ever was a time or a place for racism not to exist, it's in sci-fi, where we got talking trees and talking raccoons and little blue men walking around and little green aliens and people from all different shapes and sizes and stuff. Like, how racist do you have to be to ignore all of these other types of creatures and people and species and focus on the Asian and the black woman? First of all, how dare anybody hate on Michelle Yeoh? First of all, excuse your face. How dare anybody? But my goodness, how small of a person do you have to be to just still be racist in 2022? And let me also say this. I'm actually going to backtrack because I had a couple conversations with some weird people. And I don't care if you follow me and you still got an issue with this. You can unfollow me. I don't care. Let me tell you something. It's the freedom for me. Let me tell you something. When it comes to these issues, and whether it's Star Wars, Disney, Star Trek, or whatever, when people are talking about racist fans, when they say racist Star Wars fans, racist Star Trek fans, whatever it is, let me help you, okay? I might be your only black friend out there. Let me help you. When people say racist Star Wars fans, racist Star Trek fans, they're not talking to you unless you're racist. I cannot tell y'all how many times people have hit me up or responded to my comments on these topics, sitting here talking about, well, Star Wars said all the fans are racist. No, they didn't. They didn't say all Star Wars fans, y'all are racist. Please stop. That's not what they said. Reading is fundamental. They said racist. First of all, they said choose not to be racist. That's what they said. But whenever you see somebody say racist, fill in the blank fans, they're talking to that specific demographic, that specific group. If they're not, it's like if I say all male Star Trek fans, is that all of Star Wars? No, it's not all of Star Wars fans. If I say all tall Star Wars fans, is that all Star Wars fans? No. If I say all the short ones, all the women, all the brown, all the black, all the white, those are qualifiers for specific groups within the fandom. So if you start to get triggered when someone says racist fans, newsflash, but listen, you might be telling on yourself. You might need to reflect because they're not talking to you unless the shoe fits. So I need y'all to kind of stop. Don't let these talking heads on Twitter do the thinking for you. Slow down, okay? Because when they talk about like, hey, these particular types of people are a problem, you shouldn't have no quarrel. You shouldn't project nothing. That shouldn't apply to you. Why are you even defending anything when nobody's talking to you? Unless they are talking to you. Don't qualify yourself if that's not who they talking to. So let E help you out here, okay? I'm trying to help you out here. Star Wars, Disney, Star Trek, they're not talking to anyone but the racist. So if you respond, you are calling yourself a racist. Anywho, what they say, a hit dog will holler. Whoo-wee. Boy, these dogs be hollering. They be hollering. Had people all up in my comments. Oh, Disney, they called us all racist. All of who? They wasn't talking to me. They wasn't talking to my other white friends that are not racist. Why do you have a problem? I think you need to check yourself. My goodness, people are just weird. All right. Anywho, let's move on. So sad that racism still exists and that man, you can't even be Asian in an alien world and black. God forbid. Because that's just gonna trigger people, apparently. Anyway, let me know how you feel about Star Trek still getting racist hate mail. And your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments. All right, what we got? We got my man Buzz. I want a backstory of Black Kirsten and Chewbacca and their clan. Sure, I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. That's fine. You know, I definitely wouldn't want that as a movie. You could throw that in a you know what? To be honest with you, I don't even need a whole series for that. If you want to do like a little one shot, you know, like they got the it's like an animated series that's coming out where they're doing like the Jedi Tales or something like that. Throw that in there. I'll be fine with it. That's fine. I just don't need a full series about it, but I'll be interested. You know, tell me. That's fine. But thank you so much for that, Buzz. I appreciate you. Let's keep it moving here. Well. Hold on. Let me get a little something for this one. Now, y'all know Monique has had quite an interesting year. If that. But it all started when Monique wanted to call out Netflix for discriminatory practices against Black women. So her initial beef was that Netflix was paying Dave Chappelle, was paying Chris Rock and Amy Schumer all these millions of dollars. But when they approached her, they only offered her $500,000. She took exception to that. Now, I will say, from that point, I agreed that she had a point. To a point. Okay. I agreed that they did kind of lowball her. At the same time, I was like, well, Monique, prove them wrong. Go sell out a club, go sell out a theater, an auditorium, go sell out someplace and show that you still got it. You know, because according to her, she was like, yo, I'm a comedic legend. I got an Oscar. They should be paying me close to what they paying Dave Chappelle and them. I mean, not really, because as many comedians have said, it's not about what you used to do, it's about what you've done lately. Let me tell you an example of that. Cat Williams just recently had a Netflix special, and when I tell you, before Kevin Hart got on, Cat Williams was killing it. I mean, from 03 to maybe 07, Cat Williams could not miss, was phenomenal. But his latest stand-up on Netflix, I mean, I think me and the missus chuckled 4 times. Like, if that. They just didn't. But that just shows that you could be on top of the world at one point and probably fall real fast. I don't think, and I don't have anything to back this up, but I don't think Cat Williams got the same deal that he got for his recent special that he would have gotten if it was back in like 03, when he was like literally killing it out there, on stage. So Monique was kind of riding on the whole Oscar thing, which again, and I know some people try and defend that, it does not matter. If we're talking about an acting role, now that's when you bring up an Oscar. If you're talking about stand-up, it's two different things. It's all in the performing arts, but it's not the same lane, because doing an acting job, in a drama is not the same thing as being a professional stand-up comedian, having a good act and selling it out that people actually want to see. Those are two completely different things. Otherwise, actors will be great stand-up comedians, and great stand-up comedians will be great actors, and they're not. Anywho, I say all of that to bring up the fact that luckily, the two sides have come to a settlement over the discrimination and retaliation lawsuit. We do not have any real information as to what exactly they settled on. Maybe they gave her some money. Maybe they gave another deal. Whatever it is, Monique's happy. Whatever it is, she's clearly happy enough to settle. And Netflix was like, look, let's just leave this alone. So I think, even though it's a settlement, I think this is more of a win for Monique. My guess, I'm not a legal expert at all. My guess is, because she had so much drama attached to her name, because she's been in the headlines, that has actually raised her profile. That's raised her profile to the point where now Netflix can be like, we can actually give you more money. Because let's be honest, Netflix kind of likes mess. Netflix, listen, whether you agree with Dave Chappelle or not, Netflix sticks with him because he brings in the money. He brings in the eyeballs. I'm not going to lie. If Netflix gives Monique a special, I'm going to tune in. I'm going to want to see, because And I think the biggest draw, which is kind of sad, but I think most people are going to want to see who you going to drag next. If Monique has a special come up on Netflix, you're not going there to see what's the next funny line. You're going to want to see, or at least I think most people are going to want to see, what is she going to say that's going to go viral? That's, who is she going to drag Tyler Perry again? I'm not watching for the comedy. I just want to see, like, yo, are you going to go explode again and go on a rant? Or are you going to surprise us and give us a really good stand-up act? I hope for the latter. I hope that she comes out there with some legendary material. I hope she comes out there with something that has us busting a gut laughing, because I want her to be known for that. I don't like the idea that all she's known for now is the drama. And it's sad. It's sad to me, because I think that, for someone that has had her own talk show, had her own series, was on the Queens of Comedy, was really doing her thing, really paving the way for Black women, especially in comedy, who, by the way, do not get the best treatment. She is a pioneer in that sense. I hope that she does continue to pave that way, because if all she's known for is drama, that ain't a good look. I know she wants to fight for the sisters and all that, but I'm saying, if you got more mess that's louder than what you're talking about, ain't nobody gonna pay attention to the other stuff. You can call that mansplaining if you want. I had somebody say, "E-man, you're mansplaining." All right, whatever. I'd give that same advice to a man or a woman. I don't care who you are. If your mess is stinkier than whatever message you're saying, ain't nobody finna pay attention to you. It's just not. But hey, anywho, I would say good for Monique. I hope, listen, I've been hoping for her to get it together, have her come back, and do her thing. That is my hope. I am trying to be an optimist. Hopefully this leads to better opportunities and a better situation for her. But we'll have to wait and see. So y'all let me know, if Monique had a Netflix special, are you going to watch? If you do watch, what are you watching for? Are you watching for the comedy, or are you going to watch for the drama? Let me know. Maybe some of y'all turned off. Maybe y'all don't even want to mess with it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm very curious, because I can only give y'all my take, but I want to see where y'all feel with this. How do you feel about Netflix settling with Monique? And let me know just any comments that you got after that. Let's see. Let's go on to some of these comments here. Puma, what you got? Hold up. Are they seriously hating on Star Trek? Both actresses are fantastic. Stories are deep and intelligent. Haters need a trip to the sun now. Yeah, I don't know. I never thought anyone could hate on Michelle Yeoh, like, ever. Michelle Yeoh is fantastic. She is a national treasure. She is an icon, I say, in the entertainment movie world. So I don't know. I have no idea why people are like that, but unfortunately, that's the world we live in. Who else we got? Let's go. Baker's Life. Thank you so much. Sci-fi should be the last place for racism. Happy early Juneteenth, my beautiful Black kings and queens. Happy early Father's Day. Fathers, you matter. Thank you so much for that, Baker's Life. I appreciate that very, very much. Appreciate that comment right there. Let's see. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I like these comments. I like these comments. I'm about to watch. I'm about to read some of these comments after. Okay. I like this. Y'all giving me the good, honest feedback on Monique. I like that. Woo. All right. Let's see. Listen, I'm gonna have to be on Replay Gang after this. Okay. What else do we have here? Moving on. We're gonna keep it on Netflix, actually. Dang, I ain't even playing this segue. That's perfect. Squid Games. As you recall, Squid Games has probably been, actually it is, it's not probably, It has been probably the best rated show, highest viewed show on Netflix. And of course, y'all know Netflix wasn't going to leave any money on the table. So they already greenlit season 2 for Squid Games. But in addition to that, Netflix is going to make a reality series with the biggest cash prize in TV history. TV history. So, what does that even mean? It says the streaming home to hit survival drama announced Squid Game's The Challenge with 456 players in real life competition in a series of games for a record-setting $4.56 million. Wow. Wow. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm finna sign up. Yeah, I'm finna sign up. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm finna sign up because about these bills, I got kids to feed. I'm finna sign up. If I get on there, I'm probably gonna get eliminated quick, but I'm finna sign up. But yo, this is nuts. This is nuts. I am not gonna lie. I am definitely going to be tuning into this. I think this is this is gonna be ridiculous. The only reason I'm even gonna watch, I just want to see what kind of games that they actually have, because one of the most intriguing things for me when it comes to Squid Games was always just the strategy of it all. I like the strategy, and what I like about this is I've always enjoyed watching reality shows in their first season, because like, let's say The Circle, right? I still don't really understand how The Circle works, but what I like about it is the fact that you get a chance to have people play the game in the most authentic way, right? But like, by the time you get into like season 2, season 3, season 4, people watch the game, they try to play the game, they try to like twist it, and I'm like, I don't really like it that much. So I'm very interested in the first season of this game, because I want to see how are they going to manipulate things, how are they going to make the challenges difficult for people, what are they going to do. Clearly they better not copy the very same things that the show did. But I am very, very interested in this. I think it's going to be interesting for sure. But I'm wondering, how are y'all feeling about this? Seeing a Squid Games real life one. Now, by the way, this was actually done by Mr. Beast, a YouTuber, like damn near the YouTuber, like one of the top YouTubers out there. He actually did a recreation of Squid Games on his YouTube channel, where he just gave out like all this money. So it's definitely something that people can do. There's a blueprint for it, and we'll just see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let me know. Is anybody going to tune in to watch? And anybody going to sign up? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to see who got the soul, who got the bravery, who gonna come join me, I want to see who's gonna be there with me, because if you're there with me, yo, we gonna have to tag team. I'm just saying, like, right now, let's go ahead and tag team up, and let's get this money. Okay, don't stab me in the back later. Don't do that though. All right, let's see what we got. VLR, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. Hey, man, we missed y'all. Okay, got your settlement, vindication. Now move on, sis. You're talking about Monique. Please, still rocking with Sister Mo from the Parkers till now. Yes, I'm with you on that. Like, I want the best for her. I don't wish any ill will towards Monique. I hope that she, like I said, I want her comedy, I want her work to outshine any of the mess and drama that comes along that's been out in the news more so recently. So hopefully she takes this, runs with it. She got the BMF role, cool, run with it. She got a project coming up with Lee Daniels, run with it. Leave the DL Hughley stuff alone. Leave Tyler Perry and Oprah alone. Move on. hoping for some success. So let's see if that happens. But thank you so much for that, VLR. Baker's Life. I'm watching Mo for the drama and comedy to see if she still has it. That's fair. I think that's more than fair. I mean, like, that is something that I'm curious about too. I'm curious to see, like, yo, can you put something on? And here's the test. The test that I always give to any stand-up comedian is I want to see how many people repeat your jokes after the special. Because think about this. When Kevin Hart blew up, all right, you gonna learn today. People was saying that all over my timelines, all over Twitter, all over Facebook, Instagram, like all of that stuff, right? So whenever people have something really good, look, it's not stand-up, but the Dave Chappelle show, to this day, people still quote straight from the Dave Chappelle show. That's legendary. A lot of people are not quoting from Monique shows. A lot of people are not quoting the jokes. And that's where I would say I need her to come in with some strong comedy. Give us something that we can repeat. Give us something we can make a meme out of in a good way. Give us something that we can talk about on our timelines and joke at the water cooler at work. So hopefully she can give us that. Hopefully she delivers. But thank you so much for that, Baker's Life. Appreciate you. Let's see. Hold on. Y'all not going to support me if I join Squid Games? Hold on now. I need y'all to have my back now. Shoot. We got the bots in here. The moment I said Squid Games, we got the bots in the building. Get out of here. Thank you, my squad. I see y'all on it. Appreciate y'all. Latrice, as long as it doesn't turn into Hunger Games, listen, they better not. Listen, they better not. Leave me out of that. I ain't trying to play them games. I just want the money. No, thank you. But thank you so much for that, Latrice. Appreciate you. Let's move on. Let's see. Oh, nope, don't need that. Okay. Boom, here we go. Aquaman 2, Amber Heard. Y'all already know. Man, my goodness. So Amber Heard, in case y'all haven't heard, don't nobody like her. She lost the case against Johnny Depp. I mean, she won part of it, but she lost more money or whatever. It's not about the money, whatever. Johnny won, supposedly. There was a huge petition to get her. I mean, last time we checked in on it, it was like 4 million people had signed this petition, basically asking for WB to get rid of her. And WB had came out and said that they weren't going to do it, and then they went out and I'm sorry. At first, it was like she was worried that they were going to reduce her role, that maybe she would only have like 10 minutes or something. But then WB said, nah, we ain't messing with that. It's been all this back and forth, whatever. We then got this report, this exclusive report from Just Jared. And they said Amber Heard was cut from Aquaman 2 and will be recast. Cut and recast. Let's see. It said Warner Brothers decided to recast Amber Heard's role after screen testing the movie. They are going to be doing reshoots with Jason Momoa and Nicole Kidman. And this was according to an insider that shared that with Just Jared, the website. Let's see. But there is an update here. Let's see what the update says here. Update: sources close to the Aquaman production have shot us an update saying Amber has not been completely cut from the film. She still has a small role. They also say our other sources still say Amber will be recast, but we'll update our readers as more information rolls in. Now, following that up, like as soon as this got big, everybody was like rolling with this, running with this. Variety came out and said Amber Heard has not been fired from Aquaman 2, despite the viral report. Let's see. They said that a spokesperson for Heard said in a statement to Variety, the rumor mill continues as it has from day one, inaccurate, insensitive, and slightly insane. So some people are saying that it happened. Some are saying that it's not happening. I think at the very least, between reading between both lines, she definitely got a smaller role. She's definitely got a role that has been reduced. I don't think that she's got a role that is going to be that big. I I think even if they do a trailer for it, I think that you might just see in a quick flash, just boom, just Amber Heard, bye. All right, that's it. Like if that. Um, but woo, man, could you imagine if they cut her and recast her? I don't personally think they're gonna do that. I think if they did, that'd be hilarious. But I don't think they're gonna do it. But listen, let me tell you something. Like, even if they leave Amber Heard in the movie, I really don't care. Like, Mira's character was never really propped up that much anyway. Um, I don't think people are really gonna miss her if she's gone. I'm talking about the character. And here's the thing: even as an Aquaman fan, I like Mira as a character. Like, she does have some significance, but the way the movies are set up, I don't think you need her. But I don't know. If they wanted to recast her, that's a whole nother thing. I don't know. How y'all feeling? Do you think that they should? Do you think that they should keep her completely reduced in her role to like 10 minutes? Do you think that they should just completely get rid of her? Or do you think that they should go ahead and recast her? Let me know in the comments down below. My goodness, my goodness. That Amber Heard thing. Ooh wee. Boy, when I tell you people don't like her at all. My goodness. I ain't never seen somebody hate a woman that bad before in my life. But yeah, she gonna be gone. She gonna be gone one way or another. All right, let's shift over to a little bit of Marvel news. Ooh, are we making good time? Ooh, ain't gonna be no 3-hour live today. Oh, yes. Let's see. We got Wonder Man. Wonder Man is coming to Marvel very, very soon. We have Marvel is developing a Wonder Man series, a Disney Plus series with Destin Daniel Craig, Andrew Guest. I don't know who Andrew Guest is, my bad. But Wonder Man is coming to to Disney Plus. So for some of y'all that are like, who's Wonder Man? What's the big deal? I don't really get it. Wonder Man is an interesting character. I wouldn't say he's like a primary character, but he's an interesting character. He is an interesting character. So I guess here's a little background for you. So the little background that we know about him in the comics is that he is stupid powerful. He's a stupid powerful like character. His body is made of like ionic energy or whatever. And he is, I mean, he can fly. He's as strong, I would say, as for my comic fans, he's as strong as Sentry, supposedly, which means that he's definitely gonna whoop the Hulk in some way, shape, or form. Um, and yeah, he is like a real problem. In the comics, he also was like going against the Avengers, kind of sort of not going against the Avengers. But he was also one of the founding members of West Coast Avengers. So this could be an interesting way for Marvel to bring in the West Coast Avengers and give a better tie into that. But I would say that, you know, they have a really good opportunity to make him an integral part into maybe phase 5 of the MCU. Um, in the comics, he also was the foundation for Vision. So, like, what ended up happening was Wonder Man's brain patterns or whatever. Ultron copied his brain and made Vision. And here's the weird thing about it. The crazy thing is the fact that, like, we already know Vision hooked up with Wanda and all of that. Well, Wonder Man also hooked up with Scarlet Witch too. And because of that, there was this weird little love triangle between Vision, Wanda, and Wonder Man. Crazy. So who knows where they're gonna go with that? I think that and a little bit more background for him. So in the comics, he has like he's like a Hollywood actor, he's a stunt man and all of that stuff. And there was a report that for the background of this, supposedly the Disney Plus series might take a satirical look at the MCU's Hollywood. So, in other words, we will find out how Hollywood operates within the MCU, and it'll be like, a satire. It'll probably poke fun of it in some way, shape, or form. It says that according to a new report, the upcoming Marvel show is intended to be set in the MCU's version of Hollywood as a sardonic take on the city and its culture. And this comes from like a reporter from Variety. He said that I have also heard that this show could be a Hollywood satire, but that is not 100% confirmed. It would make sense given Wonder Man's backstory as an actor and stuntman in the comics. So that could be kind of cool, right? Like I feel like She-Hulk is also going to kind of be like a satire in itself as well. So I could totally see this being one of those type of shows that just makes fun of Hollywood and can do it in a lighthearted way. And like I said, could also be a way for the MCU to finally introduce and really bridge the gap for the West Coast Avengers. But who could possibly play this character? I don't know. Some people have been talking about what is it, Nathan Fillion? Some people have mentioned him. I don't know if he could really do it. I mean, Nathan Fillion's kind of like 50 something years old. I don't know if he can still do it. I don't know how old you really want the character to be. The character does have a lot of potential to be great, but the MCU has a lot of leeway right now to take them in a different direction. So I just kind of wonder if they want to go with a little bit younger. I honestly wouldn't mind. I was going. Some people have said Henry Cavill. My only thing with Henry Cavill is you need someone, I think, to be more charismatic, because that's also been something attributed to Wonder Man. He's a very charismatic person. I mean, he's an actor, right? Like he knows how to be very charming. So I actually would love if it was Matt Bomber. Matt Bomber, I think he's always looked like a superhero to me. I think that he would be a good pick. Matter of fact, they could even do Channing Tatum. If you really want to throw Channing Tatum into the MCU, I'd give him that role too. Um, I don't know. But anyway, y'all let me know who y'all would want to play Wonder Man. But yeah, the character on paper, stupid powerful, very interesting. I think could be a very good fit for how the lighthearted comedic style of the MCU is. He could be right in line with that. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how you feel about it. Hey, Zac Efron. Maybe Zac Efron could do it. I mean, I personally want him to be Adam Warlock, but that already went to Will Poulter. But y'all let me know what y'all feeling for Wonder Man. Are you excited for Wonder Man? What actors do you think could play the role? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's go. I think I got some comments I need to get back to. Hold on, let me get back. My bad, I missed a couple. Okay. Let me grab this one. Pumalee, what you got? I thought they did recast Amber Heard already. No, they have not. I just heard she challenged Johnny to tell his story and be quizzed by the host. No, they have not. They have not recast her as of yet. And right now, there are screenings happening where reportedly, supposedly, they are trying to see how do audiences feel about Amber Heard's character still being on there versus what happens if she's not in there at all. So we won't know until a little bit closer to what 2023. I think that's when the movie's going to come out. We won't know exactly what her role will be just yet. But if they did want to recast, they do have time. Just saying, they do have time to do that right now. Thank you so much, Puma Lee. Appreciate you. Self care. Thank you so much for that. Squid Games. Register your local crackhead today. Oh my gosh. Squid Games. Nancy's return. What the first one to ink wins from Aquaman 2 Squid Games featuring Amber Hood. My good. Who is this? Jackie? Is this is Thank you for that. I don't know why Nancy had to be involved. Nancy does not need to be involved, but thank you for that. Oh my goodness. Puma Lee back at it. Holy Lovers twist yes to Wonder Man. Cavill could play him. He's not playing Superman. I'm for it. Yeah, I'm iffy on Cavill. He's not that good of an actor. I mean, he plays Superman very well, but his range is not there. It's just not. He's a little stiff, and it's just like everybody can't play every role. He looks good for the part. If we were to just watch him do a cosplay as Wonder Man, he would look great. I just don't know if he would sell on the more charismatic side of the character. You need an actor that can really do that. I just don't know if he's got that for me. But thank you so much for that, Puma. I appreciate you. Let's see who else. I saw somebody else. Okay, VLR back at it. Thank you so much. Squash that. Both Amber and Johnny were toxic abusers. Yes, they both have faults. Facts. It's all a popularity contest. They need to stop bullying that girl. If they cut her, I'm not going. I'm already off Depp movies forever anyway. Okay. Hey, that's how you feel. Okay, I got you. But thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, VLR. Zac Efron looks weird with his Did he get plastic surgery? Dang, I haven't seen Zac Efron lately. I don't know what he looked like now. Hold on. Does he look weird? Come on, man. Don't do this to yourself, bro. What does he look like now? Ooh, he got a plastic face. Ooh. Okay. Maybe. Oh. Hold on. Y'all look at this. Hold on. This what he look like now? Yeah. Okay. I mean, he been working out at least. That's something, right? Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Ooh, he looked like a real Ken doll there. Plastic and all. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, maybe we'll hold off. Maybe we'll hold off on the Zac Efron there. Maybe we'll hold off. I didn't know. Yikes. Yikes. Anywho, thank you so much for that. What else we got? Ernest, what you got? I'm sorry, E-Man. Wonder Man is on the same level as Thor. He is class 100 ton, but he's not on Hulk level. Sentry is way past class 100 tons. Now, the only reason I said that he was on Sentry level is because that's what Captain America said. Captain America said that Wonder Man's strength is close to or up to par to Sentry, and Sentry is right next to Hulk. Keep in mind, it was Sentry that was also there going toe to toe with Savage World Breaker Hulk. So that's why I'm saying it's neck and neck. Now earlier, you're right that he was as strong as Thor, but over time, once you start getting into Sentry comparisons, I think that's a little bit higher than Thor. I think Sentry is more powerful than Thor, and Sentry is right around World Breaker Hulk, and World Breaker Hulk is way stronger than regular Hulk. So that's where I was saying Wonder Man is up there with the strength. But thank you so much for that. Famous J, never heard of Wonder Man use John Cena. John Cena. Maybe he is getting a little bit better with his acting. It would be similar to the Peacemaker role, but I would pass. I personally would pass on it. I would watch it if he got it, but for some reason I just don't feel comfortable with him as Wonder Man. I don't know. That's just me. But thank you so much for that, Famous Jay. Appreciate you. Let's see. Baker's Life, your local cracker. Yeah, you could do that too. Thank you so much. Yolanda, Matt Bomber as Wonder Man. I'm good with that. He definitely has a charisma. Listen, Matt Bomber is a fantastic actor. Like, hold on. Let me pull my man up here because honestly, I wanted Matt Bomber to be I wanted him to be Superman. I wanted him to be Superman. If y'all don't know, Matt Bomber, let me tell you something. And my man, like, he's a good actor. What was he in? Suits or something like that? I forget what show it was. Great actor. Here go Matt Bomber. If this dude don't got the chiseled superhero look, if that ain't the Hollywood look in itself, come on now. That he don't look like a superhero. Look at him looking like Bruce Wayne right there. He got that generic superhero look to him. So I'm just saying, white collar. Thank you, Treble Clef. Thank you for that. I would love for Matt Bomber. Oh man, okay, that's getting a little in there. I would love to see Matt Bomber play Wonder Man. I think he'd be great at it. But that's just my personal pick. But thank you so much. Yeah, I used to love White Collar. That was a great show. On what was that on USA? That was good. And he showed you how charismatic he could play. He showed you that he had that range, So yes, Matt Bomber will be my pick if they, but more than likely, the fact that they even announced that they're doing this, they probably already have someone picked out, but we'll see. Puma Lee, Matt would need to bulk up. Wonder Story is funny. He could. I mean, I don't know how swole Matt Bomber is or not. But maybe, I'm sure they could, beef him up a little bit. But thank you so much for that, Puma. Let's see. Eagles, thank you so much. Pablo Schreiber for Wonder Man. He has the range, and he was hilarious in the first season of American Gods. Oh, okay, Pablo Schreiber. Talking about Master Chief or Master Cheeks, as they call him now. Yeah, okay. He wouldn't be my first pick, but I'd be interested to see what he does with the role. Okay, all right. But thank you for that. Appreciate you. Let's see. Cornelius, Zac Efron looking like he could play Dr. Oz in a biopic. Well, not far off. Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Black Widow back at it. Thank you so much. Wonder Man, Vin Diesel or Anthony Mackie? Oh my gosh. You just yikes, and double yikes. Because now you're gonna have to give Vin Diesel a wig, and seeing Vin Diesel with hair is a little traumatizing. I don't know if y'all have ever seen Vin Diesel with hair, but he did it in like some movie a long time ago, and yeah, it's here we go. It just so y'all can see, it's not it. Yeah, this happened. This happened. This was a movie with Vin Diesel with hair. That's what y'all want? That is this your Wonder Man? Is that y'all Wonder Man? Be careful what you wish for. Y'all be putting these jokes out there, but y'all have to be careful with them jokes. Because y'all saw what happened with Morbius. They kept joking on Morbius, and what they do, they put that sucker right back in theaters. Y'all better be careful with them jokes. Don't put that in the universe. Whew, yikes. Yep. So all I'm saying, just be careful what y'all wish for. Be careful. All right, let's hold on. We got one more here. Self-care back at it. Zac Efron look like handsome Squidward. Not handsome Squidward. Put him in Aquaman 2. Matt Bomber is sexy Tony Stark. Okay. But yeah, that's funny. Say handsome Squidward. If you're a SpongeBob fan, you know what it is. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate your self-care. All right, let's move on to the next topic. If you have been a fan of one of the, I would say would have been one of the greatest TV shows ever, but it just could not stick the landing with the final series. Game of Thrones is coming out, and apparently Jon Snow still ain't gonna know nothing. I that's what I think. He ain't gonna know nothing. Even though a Game of Thrones Jon Snow sequel series is in development at HBO. So, yes, to all my Game of Thrones fans, they are going to do a continuation of Jon Snow. Last time we saw him, he was off leading the wildlings, beyond the wall, doing his own thing. Man, they played my man bogus with his story. They played him his own brother. Just this series, like I said, could have been one of the best series ever, all time. There was nobody that could deny. Even if you didn't watch Game of Thrones, you knew it was the number one show out there because every week people was talking about Game of Thrones something. And this is how good of a show you're a good show when people constantly feel the need to tell other people that they don't watch the show. You know you're a good show when people got to tell you, I've never watched Game of Thrones. That's how popular Game of Thrones is and was. So, anyway, it is definitely one of the most disappointing. I would say it's probably as disappointing as Lost. Lost was supposed to be, it was on its way to be a great show, and then the last season was trash. So that was definitely a problem. But Game of Thrones, continuing Jon Snow's story, I think is actually fascinating. Mainly because I never read the book, so I don't know. But I think this could be a good opportunity to actually deliver on what was failed in the previous series. They are doing other spin-offs. So for example, what is it? What is the other spin-off called that they are doing? Something with fire. House of the Dragon. Yes, they're doing House of the Dragon, and House of the Dragon is going to be a prequel series. I think that takes place like 100, 200 years or something like that. It follows the House of the Targaryens, basically all the people that like tame the dragons and stuff, and show you how they got into power. I am actually looking forward to that. I will be watching that. So that is going to be interesting. But if they're doing a Jon Snow sequel, I really, really hope that it just makes up for the crap that they did in the last movie. I that's my hope. I don't know if they will. I just hope that they redeem them, and see what happens. So anyway, this was very, very big news for one of the most popular characters in Game of Thrones, that just could not live up to the hype. Woo-wee, man, what a fall from grace. But hey, I don't know. Do you think Jon Snow is going to know something in the sequel? Are you looking forward to the Jon Snow sequel? What do you want to see happen in the sequel? That's coming up for this HBO special. So let me know what you're looking forward to and what you want to see in the comments down below. All right, let's move on. We got to these comments here. Tyra, what you got? If Matt Bomber comes to the MCU, I'm throwing the theaters money and panties. Whoa! Don't tell Dr. Umar. Wow. Okay. All right. Hey, enjoy. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. All right, Tyra, I ain't mad at you. Do your thing, girl. Thank you so much for that. The messed up thing is, if you know Matt Bomber in his background, he gonna throw them panties right back at you. So, just say he don't play for that team, But hey, do your thing. But all right, let's see who else we got here. Let me make sure I didn't skip nobody here. Treble Clef, thank you so much. Let's see. Give me a Game of Thrones spinoff for the coffee cup. Okay, that's cool. I like it. I'm with you on that. You already know about Matt Bomber. Okay, that's cool. I know these. But anyway, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Oh, Dirty, thank you so much. You get into the Guy Ritchie news yet? No, I have not. Actually, I wasn't really gonna emphasize it too much just because there wasn't a lot of news. But Guy Ritchie is going to also be doing a live action version of the Disney Hercules show. So if you are a fan um, of that show, I'm sorry, of the movie, um, Guy Ritchie is going to be doing that. I think at the very most, what you're going to get from it is a lot of banter. You're going to get a lot of banter. If you know anything about Guy Ritchie, boy, he loves to make his characters go back and forth into those fast talking, back and forth banter situations. Probably going to deal with a lot of choppy edits, time sequences, and all that stuff. I mean, Guy Ritchie has a style. So if you know his style and you like his style, then hey, this is probably going to be right up your alley. I just hope that they bring um uh the sisters back. I hope they bring the choir sisters back. I always love the sisters. Those were definitely one of the best parts. But I don't know, like, are y'all looking forward to a live action version of Hercules? I mean, sometimes the live action Disney adaptations have been hit or miss. I can't say that I've been looking forward to this one. If they do it, I'd like to see more. I'll just say that I want to see more. Give me a trailer. Let me know who's going to be the main actor. And then we'll go from there. I'll go from that. But thank you so much for that, Old Dirty. Appreciate you. Self-care, back at it. Vin Diesel with hair look like Homer Simpson, brother Herb, Jon Snow. Next album, Are You Still Down? By the Wall. Thank you so much. He does look like Homer Simpson's brother, Herb. That is perfect. Thank you so much for that self-care. I appreciate you. Let's see. Who else do we have? Okay, so I think we can move on to the next one. This was also the big news from the week. We got a Joker 2 update. Now, we had earlier already talked about how Todd Phillips, because I told y'all the moment Joker hit $1 billion, the studio was going to be like, run that back, hit us up with that sequel. And we knew that, well, at least Todd Phillips had said he didn't plan a Joker 2. He didn't want to do a Joker 2. It was meant to just be a little standalone throwaway movie, and that was it. But again, that money talk, and they're going to make you walk for it too. So with that in mind, he started getting working on the script. We learned earlier that he dropped the cover of the script, and it was called Folie à deux, which is, shared madness between two people. We saw that, Joaquin Phoenix was out there reading the script and everything. But the bigger news that ended up happening was that we found out that Lady Gaga is actually in early talks to play Harley Quinn in Joker 2. And it's a musical? Okay. All right. I didn't see this coming. I will say Lady Gaga has been on a roll. She's been on a roll when it comes to acting. What was that? House of Gucci did her thing. I personally really enjoyed her in A Star Is Born. First of all, I love that movie. A Star Is Born. I didn't even know the history behind it. I didn't know it was remade multiple times. I didn't know Elvis was supposed to be in it before he died. But Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper did their thing in A Star Is Born. That, I ain't gonna lie, I shed a thug tear. That movie got to me. That was a good movie. I will say this. I am not the first person to say that I like musicals. I do not. I don't want to say I hate on musicals. I don't. But I don't go looking for musicals. Now I can appreciate musicals, I've been to the Alvin Ailey show a couple times. Shout out to Alvin Ailey. So I'll go to productions and stuff like that. You know, I've been to plays where we get the musical and stuff. That's cool. The best musical I've seen, in my opinion, so far, at least recently, is La La Land. I really enjoyed La La Land, but that's about it for me. I will give them credit that this is a very bold move. This is very bold. I don't know where it's going to go, though. I don't know where it's going to go. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, thank you for that. I know. I was just saying, you know, I can appreciate different genres. You're right, though. It is a ballet. I can appreciate different genres. That's all I was saying. WB is trying to do something different. This is very different. But my thing is this. And I haven't even read half of y'all comments yet. But I saw some of the comments on social media the moment that this was announced. And I know people were like, a musical? Trash. A musical? Why? A musical? Hail to the no, no, no. I'm afraid that they are going to alienate their core base. Because when you talk about musicals, that's a niche within a niche. Because you taking moviegoers and you going into an even smaller sub niche. And I think comic fans are going to be drawn to it because it's the Joker and it's Harley Quinn. But I think there's going to be so much doubt going into this movie. I don't know. If WB thinks that they're going to hit that billion, I don't see it. I am not questioning, because the same way when Joker was first announced and they told me it was Joaquin Phoenix that was going to play the role, I was like, y'all, don't even think about Heath Ledger. Don't think about none of that. He's going to kill this role. And he did. Whether you like the Joker movie or not, Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker is great. He did his thing. I also have confidence in Lady Gaga as an actress. She's shown me enough so far that she can act. Her as Harley Quinn, that remains to be seen, but I'm confident in the fact that if y'all making this a musical, I understand why you would want her. But I gotta say, it is a little worrisome that they would choose a musical, because honestly, I would say this. I think that if they were to do a Joker sequel with Harley Quinn, I would much rather it just be a movie that happened to have musical numbers in it. Like, throw in a couple in there. But now that you say it is going to be a musical, it's kind of like, oh man, all right, so like every 10 minutes we going to jump in the song and dance. Now, cuz I'm trying to help this too. I think the other thing that kind of sort of maybe works in this movie's favor potentially is that it's also going to deal with delusion. What did they say? Folie à deux. So it's a shared madness. And in case you missed the big joke in the first Joker movie, because I do have a whole video about that, Arthur is like delusional and has like dementia. Like, he has a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, he has illusions on top of hallucinations. You know, like, he's really into it, really deep when it comes to the mental illness. So if him and Harley Quinn share in that mental illness together, if they're both crazy, there's room for them to play around with this visually. There's room for them to play around with this stylistically. I don't know how they're going to do it. I'm not saying they got to throw some animation in there. All I'm saying is, if you're dealing with people that deal with hallucinations and delusions and all of that, you have a pretty big floor to do a lot of different things. So while I understand the knee-jerk reaction to not like this, I'm going to give it a shot, because I will say I always give points for originality. And I have to say this is original. We can't cry about stuff. Look, we've talked about this before. The reason why we keep getting reboots, the reason why we keep getting sequels on top of sequels and C-boots on top of reboots is because people don't pay for originality. And it's one of the reasons why Hollywood gets scared to invest their money into something different. They're giving us something different. So all I'm going to say is I'm going to at least give it a shot, because maybe they see something we don't. Maybe there's something there that was in that pitch meeting that if we had heard it, we'd be like, hey, go ahead and run it. I don't know. But I will say this is going to be a high risk, high reward move. So I don't know. How are y'all feeling about Lady Gaga coming in as Harley Quinn and making Joker 2 a musical? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, let's see what, because I got a couple comments here. Excuse me. Okay, let's go to, I'm caught up here. Pumali, what you got? Snatch, British humor. Yes, London meets Greece. Joker 2, a musical. I don't know. Lady is good. A Choir Line needs a remake. Best play ever. I've never seen Choir's Line, so I'll take your word on that. But yeah, hey, look, Snatch was Snatch was very well reviewed. I personally have not seen Snatch, so I can't really comment on it yet. But everyone I've heard definitely enjoys it. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Guy Ritchie also do is that From Bruges or something like that? Something else with Colin Farrell and Robert Downey Jr., I believe. But anyway, I have to brush myself up on that. But I will say that British humor is it's a different type of humor. So if you're used to it, this could be right up your alley. But we'll have to wait and see. But thank you so much for that, Pumali. Appreciate you. Alib, thank you so much. Is a thug tier, thug chase, thug, because it's wearing a chain. Nah, thug tier is a thug. It's that tier that you don't want it to roll out, because you trapped into this false sense of masculinity that you think you can't show emotion, so you try and hold it back, but it comes out anyway. That's the thug tier for you. But it does have like a tattoo on top of the tier itself that says Thug Life. So there you go. Thank you so much, Alib. I appreciate you. Let's see, who else do we have? Saw somebody else. BLR, thank you. Back at it. Delusions or not, after the second song, that's gonna get old really quick. However, I'll still give it a shot, and that's on Bruno. Okay, cool. Hey, good for you. Have an open mind. See what happens. Hey, and here's the thing. Maybe the trailer is actually something dope. Now, let me throw one more thing. I think that one thing that this Joker 2 thing will have in its favor, if I'm Todd Phillips and if I'm WB, I'm gonna keep some of that same energy. You're gonna have to keep the violence up there, because I think a lot of times we sit here and talk about musicals and think that musicals have to be always happy-go-lucky, giddy, whatever, right? This ain't got to be Singing in the Rain. All right. It does not have to be that. It does not have to be La La Land. The characters themselves might be happy while utter chaos could be going on behind them. They could be sitting here laughing and singing and all that, and all of a sudden, boom, they take a scissor right to somebody's neck, right? Blood gushing everywhere. We could have some Sweeney Todd type of vibes to it. So all I know is that they could do this in a certain way, but you can't like act like the violence ain't gonna be happening and chaos in the background. So if I'm them, I am going to push the volume up when it comes to violence and have them go nuts with it. And at the same time, they swinging and dancing. Swinging and dancing. They swinging, dancing, slicing, cutting, shooting, and doing some crazy things. And here's one other thing. I hope that they also include the toxicity of Arthur and Harley's relationship. Not because I want to see, a woman be abused or nothing, but that's always been central to their relationship. And it's always been fundamental to Harley Quinn's character. That part of her character is she has to deal with this abusive relationship, but later on, it builds her up so that she can break away from it also. Because the one thing you don't want to happen with this situation, you also don't want to glamorize toxic relationships either. So I hope for them to show that it is a problem, and eventually down the line show her breaking free of that. But anyway, we'll see what happens with it. Like I said, I'm gonna need a trailer. I'm gonna need something to show me what they're thinking is gonna make Joker 2 so great. I don't know if it's gonna hit that Billy though. I don't know. I think it's gonna make money just because the first movie made a lot of money and people gonna want to see what happens. But I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. We got another one. Pumalise, thank you so much. So you're thinking Wanted the musical or Boys? Kind of, right. The way the Boys, see, this is the problem because I've seen some episodes. I don't know if the Boys did a musical or not. I don't know if that happened, but yes, imagine the Boys where the musical stuff is happening, but like again, violence, chaos, all that stuff is still going on, and it's really serious in one way, but it's lovey-dovey in another way. That could be something interesting to watch. I'll say that. But yes, thank you so much for that, Puma. I appreciate you. Hold on, we got the come on now, the goddess Bost. Thank you so much, Goss Gold Body Paint. Since the Joker movie was partly a salute to De Niro's The King of Comedy, maybe this one will be like Woody Harrelson's Natural Born Killers, but as a musical, still violent, but an original take. Yes, that could be possible, right? It's funny to me because Todd Phillips said from the very jump that this move that Joker was inspired by the King of Comedy and Taxi, right? He said that it was all inspired by that stuff, but people were still like, this is just a remake of the King of Comedy. Like he told you that. Like, did you think he was trying to like play you? Like, he told you, I'm taking this as inspiration and I'm gonna put it with the Joker and give you a remix. That it's just baffling to me how people just be having issues with stuff and they don't think it through. But the Natural Born Killers could be a good format. I would hope that we get something more original. I'm not mad at the rehashing of other stuff because sometimes it could be done in a good way, but give me something unique. I will take something unique if possible. That's just me. But thank you so much for that. That's great, because here's the other thing. People might be sitting here thinking not only could you do Natural Born Killers, but you might do the Sweeney Todd too. That was a musical with the killing and violence and stuff too. I don't want to see a rehash of that. I want to see maybe elements of it, but give me still something new. Give me a fresh take with that. But thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, boss. Self-care back at it. Thank you so much. Joker 2 soundtrack. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling red and blue and sometimes black. What you won't do for love. You tried every way to kill her. wow, perfect soundtrack. I think that is right up there. That is definitely what that soundtrack would sound like. Thank you so much for them titles. All right, let's get on to our biggest story of the week. Jesus, man. Once again, we are back at it. And Ezra Miller is back in the news. Has it even been a week? Has it even been a week since the last time we talked about Ezra Miller? The drama continues. And not only does the drama continue, but the silence also continues from WB. Not a word, not a peep, nothing. To give you a quick rundown on Ezra Miller and their issues, Ezra Miller has assaulted a fan or whatever, a female fan. Ezra Miller has terrorized Hawaii, allegedly. Ezra Miller has been arrested twice. Ezra Miller has had a restraining order placed on them. The restraining order later was dropped mysteriously because Ezra Miller broke into a couple's house, a couple that invited Ezra Miller to stay there, but Ezra Miller went ahead and threatened them, tried to steal their wallet and their passport, and all of this other stuff. It's so much stuff. It's hard to even keep up, to be honest with you. It's so much stuff. I don't know if I can keep up with all of this. Oh, and then just last week, it was reported that Ezra Miller had been accused of grooming a 18-year-old, a now 18-year-old, but at the time a 12-year-old. Takata, her parents had filed for an order of protection against Ezra Miller because, according to them, Ezra Miller had been doing the most. Ezra Miller, and I likened it to the R. Kelly situation, where R. Kelly would go after 12 to 16 minors, 16-year-old minors, and groom them all the way until they were, 20s or whatever, and do whatever type of abuse, sexual misconduct, whatever. And one of the things that the parents had mentioned was that Ezra had tried to sleep in the same bed as Takata. You know what? I don't know. I might be mixing up the stories because that's how many things that are going on. But with that Takata situation, they've been trying to serve Ezra protection papers, like the order, the court papers, right? But as I mentioned to y'all last week, they could not find him. They could not find Ezra. They could not locate them to give them the papers and let them know, yo, you've been served. They could not do that. Now, while they could not find them, Ezra decided to delete the Instagram, and that's after Ezra posted memes mocking the court's attempt to find them. Here goes some of the things that were posted. You cannot touch me. I'm in another universe. This was posted on Ezra's stories before Ezra deleted their Instagram. Message from another dimension. I am shielded. Hold on. Let's see. What is it? I am shielded from negative people and their ill intent. My spirit, mind, body, soul, and success are not altered by anyone's, I don't know what the envy. I am protected from all negative something people attempt to something me. Oh God, this is bad. Yeah. Subconsciously, consciously, I hear any and all something peers who are hidden enemies. Whatever that is. Okay. And then Ezra posted me remembering how I was nice when I should have said, "Who the F do you think you're talking to?" And another meme where Ezra shows him people and the headache, people giving Ezra a headache. All right. That's what Ezra posted in response to the accusation of grooming a 12-year-old. Not saying anything of I deny the charges or this is false, nothing like that. Posting memes mocking the fact that the court is trying to serve them papers. Again, WB, silent. Not a word. Now, why do people keep mentioning the fact of silence? Because during the whole Johnny Depp situation, they parted ways with Johnny Depp quick. Now, I don't know the timing of it, so don't quote me on it. I don't know because Johnny Depp had been found guilty of domestic violence or abuse or whatever in a UK court. So this is before the whole trial got even more extended. So I don't know if they dropped him from the Fantastic Beasts thing before that or after that. I don't know. Either way, one would think that WB would at least be like, hey, we're doing an internal investigation. If found true, we don't support it. If found, whatever we support. I don't know. They could have just said something, but they're not saying nothing. Whatever. But at some point, because I've told y'all this too, it is going to be incredibly difficult for WB to promote this Flash movie when Ezra Miller is your top franchise player for that film. Some people have said to me, like, well, E-Man, it might not be that hard because, hey, just don't put Ezra on that press tour. Easy peasy, right? No. You don't think somebody else is going to ask his co-stars about Ezra Miller? You don't think people are going to ask, like, yo, Michael Keaton, what do you think about Ezra Miller? Have you been in contact with Ezra Miller? How has this affected the cast, crew, etc.? You don't think people going to still want to... People going to want to talk about Ezra. People are just not going to act like this just don't make... Like, it just didn't happen. However, as if it was not enough with Ezra Miller, and I'm going to read this whole thing because I find it incredibly disturbing. We had last week Ezra being accused of grooming a 12-year-old. And now we have another one. Another accusation of Ezra Miller grooming another 12-year-old. I just had to compose myself before I read this because news like this of predatory people, even though I will give it right now, it's allegedly, it's accusations. However, I'm going to say right now, in the court of my personal public opinion, based off of what I've read, there's enough smoke to suggest a fire, in my opinion. I want you, before I go into this, I want y'all to remember two things. One, I want y'all to remember the equivocation that I made to how this was like an R. Kelly situation, right? I told y'all about like how R. Kelly would, take these young women, these minors, and groom them, change their way of thinking, brainwash, all of that stuff, right? The other thing I want you to understand and think about, just keep it in your mind, I want you to think about the language that is used. Think about what I just read to y'all from what Ezra was talking about. I'm protected from negative energy and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I'm, think about all of that stuff. And I want you to remember when the 18-year-old Dakota was like saying I am an adult of my free own mind and conscious, and I am making these decisions on my own free will, and blah, 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 blah. I want you to remember how synonymous that language sounds. I want you to think about how if it comes from the top, it's going to trickle down, because that's how grooming works. That's how cults works. That's how brainwashing works. They get you to speak in their language. They get you to talk just like them. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want them to send the peoples after me, but there is a certain religion out there that happens to be very popular, let's just say, in Hollywood, and that religion has some of its members talking very similarly. Go watch the documentary. I ain't gonna say no names because I don't want them sending people after me. Go watch it. Go watch a documentary. Anywho, I'm gonna read what happened in this because this comes from the Daily Beast. They had the court documents for this second accusation was not made public, not yet, but they were able to obtain it, read it, and this is where they were able to get like the news from. So I'm gonna go through this whole article because I want y'all to realize how jacked up this sounds. It sounds. Let's go through this. All right. Let's see. On Wednesday, a mother of her and her 12-year-old child traveled to their local courthouse in Massachusetts and were granted a temporary harassment prevention order against Ezra Miller after alleging that the actor menaced their family one evening in their downstairs neighbor's home and acted inappropriately toward the non-binary youngster. The news comes on the heels of a number of other disturbing allegations that have surfaced against the 29-year-old, best known as the Flash, blah, blah, blah. Last week, the parents of 18-year-old, okay, so we already know about that. Dakota's parents had said that Ezra uses violence, intimidation, Ezra uses violence, intimidation, and the threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over young adolescent Dakota. Keep this in mind. Don't get it confused now. That's what Dakota's parents said, or Takata, I'm sorry. That's what her parents said Ezra did with their child. Okay? Remember that. The parents also accused Miller of influencing Takata's decision to come out as non-binary transgender. The court has been unable to locate Miller, serve the papers. Miller deleted their Instagram on Wednesday, but not before posting all those memes that we already talked about. Let's see. A creator, Mia Solange, took to TikTok in April to accuse Ezra of being an abuser, while the actor was arrested twice in Hollywood for disorderly conduct and harassment, and allegedly throwing a chair at a woman. Yeah, let's not forget the fact that he actually threw a chair at a woman too. On top of all that, we had a viral video of Miller attacking a young female back in Iceland. Yes, I told you guys about that as well. So this website talks about how they reviewed the protection order by a judge. They and spoke with the 12-year-old accuser, their mother, and another neighbor who was present. So that's 3 witnesses, y'all. 3 witnesses. The case docket has not been posted online yet, so the official complaint is not currently available. However, this site was able to review, the text messages sent by the mother and the neighbor, as well as photographs that corroborated parts of their accounts of the night in question. They're not going to give them the names or anything like that. Here's what went down. On the evening of February 2nd, the trio contend that Miller was present at the downstairs neighbor's home in Greenfield, which is located about 40 miles of the actor's ranch in Vermont. That neighbor is in a band with Whitney Sutters, a musician who is close friends with Miller. Miller was wearing a bulletproof vest, and I had no idea until later that they were also armed, recalls the visiting neighbor. Tensions began brewing when the mother says she mentioned doing some traveling, with her tribe, quote unquote, her tribe of people, leading Miller to snap at her and accused her of cultural appropriation. Then a conversation about board games allegedly went sideways after Miller claimed that the board game Parcheesi had Rastafarian roots. The visiting neighbor, who is half black, questioned Miller as to which sect of the Rastafari movement it originated from. According to them, at this point, Ezra explodes and started screaming directly into my face. They said, "You don't even know what the F you're talking about. What did you say to me? What did you just say to me?" The neighbor said I was very caught off guard. Then they opened up their jacket. They had this big Sharpa jacket, and they opened up one side of their jacket. You could see a gun, and they said, talking like that could get you into a really serious situation. Next, according to the neighbor, the mother, and the child, Miller focused their attention on the then 11-year-old, saying, "I've talked extensively with your child, and they have a lot of power to them. At one point, you're going to realize you don't have any control over them anymore. They're an elevated being, and they would be lucky to have someone like me guide them." Tell me you're a groomer of minors without telling me you're a groomer of minors. Allegedly, Ezra Miller told this person's parent that your child is empowered, that your child eventually is going to get to the point where you can't control them no more. Remember saying stuff like this, not only to the parent, but saying it in front of the kid? That's grooming tactic. That's manipulation right there. They would be lucky enough to have someone like me guide them? I mean, I wish they would. I wish they would. I wish they would. I wish they would. Please, please give me a reason to break out Lucille. Please. Ooh, ooh. Hold on. But wait, there's more. They say Miller proceeded to turn to the mother, who dresses goth, and accused her of being a witch and a vampire, repeatedly yelling at her, "Do you want to drink my blood? Do you?" Miller then came back to the child and allegedly began pestering them with compliments, at one point moving their chair closer to the child, requesting that they add the actor on Instagram, and telling the child to pursue fashion. They automatically were just weirdly drawn to me and kept talking about how they love my outfit and love my style, and kept going on and on about how it was great. The child remembers. It was really uncomfortable. I was really nervous. I was scared to be around Ezra after he'd yelled at my mother and she was crying. The mother and visiting neighbor both believed that Miller may have been under the influence due to their dilated pupils and erratic behavior. Miller apologized for their outbursts, only to return to pester the family on a number of other occasions, including in late April, in May, and on June 4th, dressed as a cowboy. In April, both the mother and child maintained that Miller made the child uncomfortable by hugging them and pressing their body closely to the child. During the June visit, the child expressed their interest in horses, and Miller said that they would acquire several horses so that the child could help them care for the herd on Miller's Vermont farm, which also struck them as inappropriate. Ever since Dakota Iron Eyes news broke, however, they haven't seen or heard from Miller since. A representative for Miller could not immediately be reached for comment. I believe the parents, I believe the children. I think we have enough. You have witnesses that are corroborating. You have text messages, according to them. There are text messages there. I know some people saying guilty before, or innocent before get proven guilty. We've been down this road. We've seen predators do their things. If they have text messages that corroborate this story, that is your evidence. Witness testimony, and you have text messages. And this is the second accusation from a whole different set of people. You had the Hawaiian couple that already had a file a restraining order against Ezra Miller. You got parents of Takada that are sitting here like, yo, he's grooming. And yes, I thought this was in this situation, but it was with Takada. The parents had said, matter of fact, the mom said that this was like an R. Kelly situation. Takada's mom said that. She mentioned the R. Kelly situation. She even talked about, and I apologize, I don't have the article with the mom's with what she said, or was it in the other one? Maybe it's in the other one. Hold on, let me see if it was in that one. Because the mama came out and said that let me see. Yep, here it is. Yep, I got it. Hold on. Let me get it for you. Here we go. This is according to Takada's mom. The first accusation. First one. Takada's parents said that they allowed the teen to fly to London with Miller along with other tribal members for the premiere of Fantastic Beasts premiere in 2017. While they were there, Miller allegedly tried to sleep in the same bed as the then 14-year-old Takada and was prevented by doing so by a chaperone who accompanied them on the trip, according to the petition. I remember we was asking this question. We was talking about like, yo, how are you as a parent going to let your kid just go off by yourself? They went with some tribal members. They sent them with some other chaperones. I mean, listen, I'm not terribly mad about that, because I'm just saying I would never let my kid go there by themselves. But, if it's with somebody I know, somebody I trust, that's a slightly different situation. Thank goodness that these chaperones were there. If this is true, Ezra Miller, why are you trying to get into bed with a 14-year-old when you was 25 at the time? For what? What if them chaperones wasn't there? I think we have gotten beyond the conversation of Ezra Miller needing. I think we're beyond the mental illness stage. We're beyond that. Because if you see, especially my coverage on this story ever since when it started, a lot of people was like, man, maybe Ezra's bipolar, maybe they're suffering from some sort of disease. Maybe. We didn't know. Maybe. And even then, I was sitting here saying, where are your people at? Where are your people? Like, nobody gonna help you with whatever substance abuse, drugs, or alcohol, or whatever. Where are your people at? But that was one thing when it came to the violence, the outbursts, and stuff like that. But now you talking about, right? And then you also had the assault on multiple women. Maybe it's anger issues. But now you out here being accused of grooming minors? Grooming minors. Trying to get in bed with 14-year-olds. Trying to lure 12-year-olds to your ranch to take care of your horses. If that ain't some Pied Piper activity, I don't know what is. Hey, follow me on Instagram. Hey, you're going to be empowered. You'd be lucky to have someone like me guide you. It's sick. It's sickening. And I'm telling you, listen, let me just say this. If I'm WB, I just take the hit. I know it's money in stake. I know it. I just take the hit. Because here's the bigger problem. Some people are sitting there saying, hey, you don't want to fire Ezra Miller because Ezra Miller has not been found guilty of anything yet. And if WB cuts ties with Ezra this soon, you know, without being proven guilty, it's going to look bad. Okay. That's one thing. You can say that. But what if Ezra Miller is proven guilty twice? What if the opposite happens? What do you think weighs more problematically? You had someone that's been accused of grooming minors, abusing people, assaulting strangers, breaking and entering people's homes, doing all this other stuff. You don't think that's worse than just breaking it off with Ezra Miller right now? I say just take the hit. Break it off with him now. Break it off right now. If you really insist, drop it on HBO Max. But I feel like, because I was saying, the drama is going to outshadow whatever the hell happens. And clearly, is this the first? Are these the only instances? What are we going to hear next week? Is somebody else? Because a lot of times when one person steps up, that empowers somebody else to step up. Is that what we're going to see next? Because clearly we've seen, like, you know, with other pedophiles and other predators out there, that it's a pattern. It's a pattern. Do you really want that stigma as a company attached to your movie? I mean, this ain't like, oh man, Ezra was caught on a DUI. Uh-oh. We can get over that. We're talking about somebody that's been grooming young children. To me, in my opinion, that's far worse than all of the other angry outbursts and all that other stuff. I could kind of see, I don't agree with it, but I could see how WB would just be like, man, whatever, just let's get through this. But 2 accusations of grooming minors and trying to get in bed with little kids and trying to lure them to your ranch and everything. And y'all, that ain't something you could just sweep. That's not something you can just act like is not problematic. Because again, what if there's more? I've been asking this for the longest. Where the hell is the line? Where is the line? What is the line? Do you actually need video footage of this? God forbid that even exists. I don't want to see that. But like, what does it take to just get rid of this dude? Get rid of him. Just stop. As I've said before, and I will continue to say, Ezra Miller is perfectly entitled to getting whatever help that Ezra needs, but Ezra does not deserve protection. Get Ezra help, but Ezra does not need to be protected. There's nothing that warrants protection now. You got accusations, and these are serious accusations. In my opinion, let's just say you innocent. Go handle that stuff. Why are you running from the courts? You innocent, right? Why are you running from the courts? Why are you deleting your Instagram? Why are you posting this nonsense in the first place? Why are you making light of this situation? I don't care how ridiculous you think it is. You don't think that it's a serious thing to be associated with grooming minors? Why are you running? Why are you laughing? Why are you not taking this seriously as if predatory behavior on minors is not a serious offense? And that's on top of your other situations. WB, is this your day? Is this your day? Because your silence is really sitting here like, oh, well, we're just going to be in it for the money. Oh, well. Cash rules everything around me. All right, y'all. I appreciate that. Y'all sticking with me and all that whole thing. I am mystified that this is not warranting at least a statement. At least a statement from WB. I don't know what it takes. I don't know how many minors need to be affected. I don't know how many parents need to come forward. I don't know how many arrests does it take. I mean, it's really being hard. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. I got to go back and watch my own videos just to keep up with all the mess that Ezra Miller's involved in. What the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. But y'all let me know. How do y'all feel about this Ezra Miller situation? How are you feeling about this latest accusation levied against the actor? What do you think WB should do? What do you think WB should say? I'd be very, very interested in hearing what your thoughts and opinions are on the subject. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below. All right, let's get to these comments here. Kimberly, thank you so much. I would guess that Miller has some dirt on some Hollywood higher ups. At this point, I mean, right? What else could it be? What else could it be? Because nothing else making sense to me. I've seen studios and actors part ways for less. Uh-oh, you just in a court situation. We gonna move on. Uh-oh, something happened. We gonna recast. But this, you would think this was like on a Lifetime show or something, or a Lifetime movie. Like, I know them WB execs are pressed. I know every day they like, oh, I know they going through every cigarette that they can get. They ain't no way. Ain't no way they about to sit here and have a normal day. They like, all right, y'all, we about to go ahead on this Black Adam, y'all. We finna get Ezra Miller's trending again. What did Ezra do again? What did he do now? What happened? I know they be pressed. But hey, that's how they want to deal with it. That's how they want to deal. My goodness, Eden, brother, thank you so much, my man. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, man. You always be coming through with the deep contributions to the channel, brother. Thank you, sir. For real. Thank you, man. Really, really appreciate that. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Damn, Ezra. Also, the show Evil is back. Yes, facts. I am going to wait for the episodes to build up on Evil because I like to binge watch Evil like 3 episodes at a time. So I cannot wait. I will definitely get in on that. But thank you so much for that. Eden. I appreciate you, sir. And man, for real, much love, appreciation of you constantly supporting the channel in a major way. Really, really appreciate that, sir. Really do. Let's see. Who else we got? I saw somebody else, I think. Because we about to wrap this up. Oh my gosh, Marty, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, y'all coming through with the super stickers too. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Very, very generous contribution. Love that picture, by the way. That's very good. Thank you so much for that. What else we got? We got Latrice here. Somebody at WB scared of going down with Ezra. Man, maybe. That could be it too. I don't know. But one way or another, it is a problem. It is a problem that needs to be addressed, and they need to get on top of this. They really do. They really do. Here go the dang old spam bots. Get out of it. Did the spam bots become like a subscriber? Because I did block subscribe. I said it was only subscribers. Where they come from? Anyway, whew. Anywho, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much for this, for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Look at that, under 3 hours. Woo! Yes, so happy, so proud of that. Might actually have some time to eat some dinner. Yes. But hey, let's see, what do we have coming up? I might have a small surprise coming up next week. Might be doing a little traveling again to go watch a little something, so stay tuned. I'm not sure, because of that, I'm not too sure of how Wednesday and Friday are gonna work. So if things change time wise, please bear with me. But it's all for good reason. So I'll let y'all know. But anywho, y'all remember what I mentioned earlier. The Thor 4 watch party is gonna be happening July 7th at 7 o'clock, same place, same time, in Country Club Hills. I will have a sign up sheet that will oh man, don't scare me like that. Shaul talking about I blocked his account. I hope not. But I will have a sign up sheet for people to attend. Once again, I'm gonna just let y'all know this now. Don't just be trying to show up at the watch party, because all seats are assigned, all seats are paid for. So you just show up, you're gonna be SOL because you ain't got no seat. You have to RSVP in order to make it. And if you're not on the list, sorry. I will absolutely get that list to you, y'all. It is going to be a short window as well to sign up, because I do have to leave some seats open for family and friends as well. But I do want y'all to get a first crack at it. So I am going to post that on the YouTube channel. And if you are interested, please hit me up on my Facebook fan page. Let me go ahead and put that in there for people watching on YouTube. Facebook.com/emans reviews. Please don't send me nothing to my personal page, because I don't check that. I will block people and I just don't look at that. That's not for movie stuff. But send it to my fan page. I just put the link in the comments right there. Go to my fan page, hit up the inbox if you're interested in coming. Don't do Instagram. I don't check Instagram that often. Just hit me up on Facebook. I usually check that a little bit more. Let me know if you're coming. If you want to come, I will send you the link. If we still have seats available, you can fill it out there. But anywho, hold on. Let me grab this. I think I saw somebody's comment real quick. Self-care back at it. Happy Father's Day, Cuzzo. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, and thank you so much for all of the support that you've been doing for the channel as well. Thank you so much. And yes, happy Father's Day to everybody, all the dads out there. Happy Juneteenth. The fight still goes on. Let's see what else y'all got to do. Y'all already know. Wash your hands, wash your butts. Have a fantastic weekend. I hope y'all enjoy it. Enjoy the what is it? This 3-day break. Be safe out there, y'all. And I will see y'all very, very soon. All right. Peace out.